Best place for new coaches, content creators, and entrepreneurs. In today's video, I wanted to really reflect back on the last 2 years since quitting my corporate job. I quit my corporate job May of 2018, and I started this YouTube channel in July of 2018. So it has been well over 2 years since I quit cold turkey, created this channel, and now have a multi-million-dollar business. And beyond that, we're at a place where not only do I have this business, but I'm also employing other people to work with me in this business. So my transformation since leaving my corporate job has been insane. Like, even looking back, I would not have even fathomed that I would get this far just within those 2 years. And so this video is really here to share some perspective shifts that I've made in the last 2 years, some life lessons that I've learned since quitting my corporate job. I was so afraid to start over. I was so afraid to let go of all the years of work that I put in to get to the place that I'm at. I was so afraid of starting rock bottom that I was just fearful of letting it go. And it's so silly to think about it now because I already knew the environment that I was in wasn't serving me. I already knew that I didn't like doing what I was doing, but because I was so fixated on the past, and I'm so glad I let it go. And what I've learned too is quitting is not a bad thing. And I think that I was conditioned so long to think that quitting was shameful. Quitting is something that says something about you, that says that you couldn't handle it, that you couldn't take it, that you weren't strong enough. But quitting takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of courage to stand up for what you believe in. It takes a lot of courage to demand a better environment for yourself. It takes a lot of courage to start over, and it takes a lot of courage to say no. When you say no to something, you're actually saying yes to other things. You might not be able to see what you're saying yes to yet. Especially sometimes you have to ask yourself, is something hard because it's new, or is something hard because you're actually incompetent, or because you actually don't like doing the task? And I think that this is also something that I've learned over time, especially with starting a business and even maintaining a business. At every stage of growth, whether you are starting at zero in your business or whether you have $1 million business or a $10 million business, at every stage, you're gonna need to do new things. You're gonna need to learn new things. With new things come with a lot of discomfort. It comes with a lot of self-doubt because these are things that you've never done before. I remember I was so hard on myself after quitting my 9-to-5, and I was like, why aren't I up and running yet? How come my business isn't successful yet? How come my life isn't perfect yet? I quit my job. Now what? How come it's not happening for me? But you have to realize, like, quitting your job is a really big deal, and quitting your job is something you likely have never done before, or maybe even starting a business is something you've never done before, or starting a new job in a different industry is something that you've never done before. Or just what I want to share with you 2 years later since quitting the corporate job is when you quit something to do something new, there are going to be new things that you've never done. And because you've never done them, it's going to be super painful, super uncomfortable, and there will be self-doubt. But just understand that it's okay to start over, and that you are capable of learning new things, and you're capable of doing hard things. And I've learned too is growth is not designed to be easy. Every time I have a mental breakdown in business, or I feel, a type of way, or I cry in business, or my mind is just filled with anxiety and scary thoughts and just fear, a lot of times it's because I'm doing something new. A lot of times it's because I am doing something that I've never done before and you're proud of, but the process of growth is very uncomfortable. You will cry, and it's not fun. It's not fun, but it's not fun because you're doing something that you've never done before. And so I know that I'm saying the same thing pretty much over and over again, but I can't emphasize enough how important it is in life to just understand that and sit in that discomfort of doing the unknown, sit in the discomfort of doing something big and huge that you've never done before, and sit in the discomfort that you don't know everything. And that's okay because there is time to learn it. But if you have so much resistance in the beginning to even take the first step to learn, then you are deciding and you are choosing to stay in the same place forever. And so that's one thing that you definitely want to keep in mind of as you embark in a new chapter of your life. Now, then, to do the thing that you're afraid of saying out loud. Do the thing that you have been thinking about nonstop for years. Do the thing that you journal about all the time when you are in the comfort of your own privacy. Do it. Because life is too short not to do it. And also, there's a reason why year over year, you're thinking of doing the thing that you want to do. There's a reason why it's never left your mind.